Hey everybody. Sorry, I'm a little late. Technical difficulties. I needed my password. It wouldn't, normally it logs me in automatically. This time it wanted my password. Who knows what my password is? So I had to take the time to reset my password. Oh my gosh. And my camera's not working the way it normally works. So we're just having all kinds of technical issues, but we're here. So yay. Hope you're all doing good. If you're here, say hello. Let me put my chat on. Hi, Loopy. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Laura. Yeah, I had to reset my password, and you know how you have to go, okay, get a text with a number, da 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 da. Anyway, I had to do all that, so it took me forever. Tomorrow the new catalog goes live, so we can order from the new catalog tomorrow. I'm getting my order ready so I can get on there tomorrow and do that. There's some things I want. As demonstrators, we were able to order a little early, some things, but not all things. So there's some favorites that I wanna get. Today we're gonna make a fun little Mother's Day project. I'm gonna try my camera. Like I said, I had to kind of do it differently this time. So I've got all these cords and everything else. Hi, Kathy. Alrighty. Remember when we made these last year, or I made this last year, the little decoupage flower pots for Mother's Day? I don't know if you can see them. With the tulip builder punch. The good news is the Tulip Builder Punch is going forward, so that is still available. But I thought I'd do something similar to that, but a little different. And I think I'm going to put these at the ladies' places on Sunday for dinner, and then they can take them home. Just little party favors or whatever. It's a little basket. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe if I did this. There we go. And then the lights are so bright, but it's just a little basket of flowers. Hi, Joy. Good to see you. Using some new things that are going to be available to you tomorrow. So, and some old things. So let's go back here. And I'll just kind of, whoops. There we go. Kind of set that there. And how I built the basket is I just used the dressed up dies. This is from the annual catalog. There's a Dress to Impress stamp set and a dressed up dies, and it makes this cute little handbag. So that's how I made the little bag for the flowers. And to do that, it's very simple. The die does all the work for you. So I went ahead and did all the die cutting before, so you wouldn't have to watch me do that. And so you cut out 2 pieces using that die, and then I cut out 2 pieces of designer series paper. I kind of used the die to cut one out, then I trimmed it a little bit to fit inside the little panels, because I just think this paper is gorgeous. This paper is part of a new suite that's coming out, and I can't show you the inside of the catalog. That I fell in love with, and it is called Hand-Penned Designer Series Paper. Whoops, sorry about that. It just got some gorgeous floral papers that are in very springtime pastel-y colors, so I thought they would be good for a Mother's Day project. These would work good for a bridal shower or a baby shower, just girly things. Someone's birthday, it would be kind of fun. Like I said, I'm going to make up, let's see, how many women do I have coming? I have my daughter, my daughter-in-law, and my mother. So I'll make up 3 of these. So I'll have 2 already done here. And I'll put this at their place at dinner Sunday. My husband and I, we just have so many grandkids, and we used to do the Sunday brunch at Mother's Day, and I don't know, the brunches got crappier or what, but we're going to do it at home this time. It's just more relaxed with the kiddos. So we are getting Stroud's Express. Here in town, we have this chicken place that's homemade fried chicken served family style. And we just got the big couple of the big family meals for that for Sunday. So we're just going to add some dessert to that, and I won't have to do any cooking. And kids like chicken legs, so I think everybody will like what we're having. All right, I'm going to put this little bag together. It's real simple, and I always use my multi-purpose liquid glue when I'm doing a 3D project, just because it's going to hold really well. And I forgot to say hi, Kat. How are you? I'm on a little later than normal today because we had our second vaccine shot today, and then my husband took me out to lunch, and I wanted to go out to lunch, so otherwise I probably could have made it on time, but we're hoping for no side effects, but the gentleman that gave me my shot said that maybe in 12 hours I would experience some flu-like symptoms. Laura says, we went Easter and the food was awful. We will never go back. Hope your experience is better. You know, Laura, I've gone to the Stroud's restaurant. The last time I went to the restaurant, I didn't really care for it that much either. But this little Stroud's Express over here, they don't have dine-in. It's all carry-out. We've enjoyed it a lot. So I had that same experience the last time I ate in. But the food in the carry-out has been really well. They started this when COVID hit. And we've gotten it a couple of times, so we've really enjoyed it. Hopefully it will be good Sunday too. I've heard a lot of people didn't have side effects, so my mother didn't, so I'm hoping I won't. I kind of got sick 36 hours after the first one, so it probably wasn't the shot. It was probably something else, but I tease it was the shot. Okay, here's our little handbag. We're not going to put handles on it because I tried with handles, and I just think it looks so much, you can see the flowers so much better without the handles. So I just thought it looked kind of like a little bag of flowers, if that's a thing. I don't know. Okay, so for the flowers, I'm going to use the Hand-Penned Petals stamp set, and there are coordinating dies for those images. And since I'm going to cut out several images, I'm going to use my Stamparatus. Make sure everything's in the camera. No, that one up north, and that's the one I ate at too, Laura. That I wasn't really, it wasn't as I had remembered it. So I don't know if it was just that particular day, and that was a long time ago that I went. But I wasn't real impressed with it either. But this takeout has been really good. We just get there's like a family pack, and you get chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, and their yummy cinnamon rolls. Okay. And I'm going to just use Memento black ink to stamp the backgrounds, or the little floral images. I have used this a ton. If you stay to the end, I'll show you some samples of things I've made with this stamp set. I really like it. I'm not really a flower gal, but I really like this one. So. I'm going to just take a little, I thought I had another little piece. Yep. I need 2 of these. So there we go. Now you could color these in, but there are stamps. I'm going to put my magnets away so they don't get in the way. But there are stamped images to color them in as well. But if you wanted to go crazy, you could do that and color them in. I've done a couple of new things with them that I'll show you the samples here in a sec. I just have to, I'm going to get these out so I don't get confused, because there's different floral centers, and I want to make sure I get the right. And I'm using the new In Colors, which I really love. This is the polished pink. So I'm going to do one of these. And then I need my so we're going to come back later and do the pale papaya with that. Then I need the pink. Let's see, how did I do this? I put one here and one here. Oh, I did not do that, did I? That's okay. This one is right here. That should not be the pink, but that's okay. Here is the Fresh Freesia, which is the color of the bag that I used. This is the new purple. And it looks like I put the little flowers with the Fresh Freesia. And I think that's it. Yep. I did need the pink, one more pink. All right. That's all the purples. And then here's the pale papaya. This is the new pale papaya. So I'm going to use this one here. It's kind of a cantaloupe color. I don't know how the camera's picking it up, but it's kind of a cantaloupe color. And then I'm also going to do this one. Did I wash this one off? And I think I got all the flowers. And then there's also these little leaf stamps. And I'm going to do that in the soft succulent. And I am loving this green. They're just so bright and cheery. I think that's all the little ones. Okay. Maybe not. I have ink all over my fingers. Sorry. I had to have all of the new in colors. I just love every one of them. But I'd have to say the soft succulent green and the polished pink are my favorites of all 5 of them. But I love all of them. And then for this little stem, I just took the soft succulent green and just kind of colored it in because it looked kind of lonely. It just needed a little color. I didn't do it perfectly because if you notice, it's kind of an artistic style, the stamps. They don't really fill in the outline perfectly. They're just kind of, I don't know what you would call it, cartoonish. I just think they're cute. Okay, I have already cut those out, so you don't have to watch me do that. So we have 3 different stems, and to put them in my bag, I use Play-Doh because I couldn't find, I have Play-Doh for my grandkids laying around, and it'll dry hard and work. That's what I did last year, just a ball of Play-Doh in the bottom of that. But if you have floral foam, you could use that as well. I think I have some floral foam around here. I just couldn't find it. So I just take a ball of their Play-Doh. And it'll dry hard and those stems will dry right in there. So I put that in the bottom of my bag. Like I said, this is last year's. It's nothing pretty, but if you had a floral foam piece, it wouldn't be that pretty either. So I put it right in the middle, and then I'm going to put stems on these. And I'm just using these green floral wire, but you could use whatever, like the cake pop sticks, or I just had these because I do these kinds of things a lot. I bought these probably at Michael's. It's 18 gauge floral wire. And I used a hot glue gun. So I'm going to pull that in here. And just put a glop right at the top here because I'm going to cover it up with a little circle. I just want the top to get adhered pretty good. It's just paper, so it's very lightweight. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do this one. Whoops. I did glue these with the Stampin' Seal Plus earlier when I was working on it, and it worked fine. I just decided to go with the hot glue. I'm kind of in midstream, but the Stampin' Seal Plus was working well. Okay, I'm going to decide, this one's going to go in the back, I think. Yeah, so I am going to decide how tall I want to do it. And I just have a little, this is actually for jewelry, but it works. And I also, I made some crinkle out of just little tiny strips of the fresh freesia cardstock to kind of be like the mulch in there. It kind of gives it a little stability, and I forgot to cut some up for this one, but that's how I did that. Once my Play-Doh dries, it'll be fine. Did I miss a leaf? I did miss a leaf. Thank you, Kat. Can't have that. Where are my leaves? Here they are. Okay, but when I made this, I went ahead and put the filler in first, and it just kind of helped hold those sticks up. Of course, if I would have had some floral foam, I probably wouldn't have had any trouble. So I'm just going to stick that in there kind of in the back. And then this one's going to go right in the front. So it doesn't need to be as tall. It's like we're arranging flowers. So there's our two, and then we're going to stick this big bouquet right here in the center. And did I do it that way? No, I think I did it this way. So I'm going to take one of these and add some hot glue. Try not to burn my fingers. And then I forgot one step. I'm using a 1-inch circle punch, which Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry anymore, but you can find them anywhere. Maybe you have a circle die that would work. You could just cut a small shape, and I'm just using that to kind of clean up the back. So from the back it doesn't look so scary. So that's how I did that. It just kind of makes it look a little neater. And I'll go back and do that on these a little bit later. Show you on these how I just put the little circles back on top with some glue. Okay, now this one I want kind of in the level. So I'm just eyeballing where I should cut off the stem. And there they are. And it does finish it up really nice with the filler. If you have some kind of filler that would coordinate, or like I did, I just cut a bunch of the fresh freesia strips and crumpled them up and stuck them in there. Oops, and then the final thing I did, we're still going to need this, is I made the Happy Mother's Day banner. And this die and the sentiment came from the Dress to Impress suite that we used earlier for the handbag. And because that polished pink is my favorite new in color, I used that for my sentiment. And I should have cut 2 because we're going to need 2 to make our little tag. So let's, looking for my scissors. Let's take this scrap here and we'll just cut out another one of these real quick. Sorry about that. Do any of you all have Mother's Day plans? Gonna get together with any family or go out to eat? Nope. Well, Kathy, you're going to just have to treat yourself. Okay, I am going to... I told my husband what we were going to do. You know, my daughter's a mother and my daughter-in-law's a mother, so I get it. They want to enjoy the day too. So, I was going to get Jack Stack, but then he thought of the chicken, and I thought, oh, that's different than what we normally do. Don't do yard work unless you like to do yard work. I hate yard work. I did plant some flowers last weekend, though. I think everybody else in Lee's Summit did too, because where I went to buy the flowers, the line was forever long. It was just a beautiful day for that, right? All right, so I took another piece of stem and made the little tag, and I'm going to take a little piece of our, if I'd had the in-colored ribbon, I would have used it, but I wasn't allowed to order that at the time. So I am using the sheer ribbon, and this is Gorgeous Grape, I believe. Yes, it is Gorgeous Grape, but it goes really nicely with the fresh freesia. And since I had my glue gun already heated and everything, I'm just going to do a bow and glue it onto the little stem instead of trying to tie it around. Okay, so I just took a little dabble do ya, of the hot glue, but I could have just tied it on there as well, or used a mini glue dot. But since I already had the glue gun out and heated up, let's use that, right? And then decide, I want it kind of right down here. So I am going to trim it off about here. There we go. So it's a little three-dimensional. There's some space in between. Here's the one that is a little bit more dried. The Play-Doh's getting harder. And it does look nicer with the filler in there. So maybe if I put this way, you can see it better. I hate the lights are a little bright. Isn't that cute? So that's just my little Mother's Day table favor. Last year we did this one, and you could I'll post a link to this. We made these with the little clay pots from Dollar Tree and decoupaged, and then made the tulips with the Tulip Builder Punch, which is still available. So, or you may already have it. So these were my table favors last year, and this is my table favor this year. So thank you guys for joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday, and I will be back Wednesday for coffee and a card. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.